to talk about How to Get Away with Murder, Season 2, Episode 4, Skanks Get Shanked. Let's start off 4 weeks earlier. Annalise get a call and she thinks it's Nate, but it's actually his wife. She goes to the hospital, and might I add this season that Annalise wigs are banging. I mean, they were nice before, but they are on point. This is the wig to go with. It works for her. Goes in, talks to the lady, and the lady's like, oh, I want you to love my husband because he deserves it. No matter even y'all was sitting here sleeping and with him and everything, but I need you to kill me too. Is this side piece one-on-one negotiation? I'm gonna let you keep sleeping with my husband and loving my husband if you will kill me. And you can tell from what her talking that Nate done told her a lot, and this is all on his perception about what Annalise does and stuff, but she knew everything. And so Annalise is kind of like, you know, I mean, but how do you answer that? I mean, but you sure you don't want me to go buy you a sweater? I mean, what did you say when somebody, you know, asks you to kill them? She wants some pills that she just basically takes and she just goes away. Annalise thinks about it. She asks Frank to get the pills. Frank get the pills. He kind of like, is something you need to tell me? Like, you don't need to know if you're trying to kill yourself. And so she ended up going back to the hospital and she telling the lady, you know, I have done some bad things. I didn't think I deserved to be here. And I'm still here. So I know you're not as bad as me. So you don't get to die like this. You don't get to cop out. And she like, man, I thought since you killed your husband, you would kill me. Wow. See, you know what? Everybody think that Annalise killed her husband. And it's crazy because we all know that she protecting these stupid kids. And then she is like loyal to these kids. They killed her husband. She could have turned them in. I mean, at this point, she didn't help cover it up. She has covered for them and framed her lover in the process. She chose them over her lover. And they so ungrateful. Feel sorry for Annalise. And then she goes out to the parking lot. She see Wes and Nate talking. Oh, you don't want to cross Annalise. Oh, it's on now. Annalise probably like, oh, the puppy done strayed away. Okay. They have a case. And they're at the courthouse. And they're pretty much stuck. Wes get a call from Levi. Talking about, dude, like, we need to figure out what's going on. And he's like, you know, I've been talking to Nate. I can't leave and stuff. So he ended up leaving, going to see Nate at the hospital. Nate's like, I'm here with my wife. First of all, you shouldn't be here. And second of all, I'll get back with you when I find out stuff. Wes like, nah, bro. You gonna let me know what you find out. So then he finds out that Frank has been talking to a girl a couple times at that same night when Rebecca went missing. Then he gives the information to Levi. Levi finds out the girl name is, well, he goes to find out her name was Sabrina. He finds out that her brother went to school with Frank, and Frank probably needed help to move the body, and the guy works at a cemetery. First of all, why he gotta call the brother's sister? He ain't got no cell phone. And then Frank, for what he does is so sloppy. Everything can point to him. Why would you get somebody who's connected to you? Like, yeah, won't nobody find out if they don't look, but if they just look on the surface, they will find stuff to connect. It's just too close to comfort. It's like a small town when it's not supposed to be a small town. I think it's supposed to be Philadelphia. Anyway, they find that out. Wes goes back and tells Nate, and then he slipped, and basically Nate found out that somebody else involved, Levi, which is Rebecca's adopted brother. He's like, you just gonna take his word that you can trust him? So that's gonna be crazy. Let's move on. The case of the week. A girl named Zoe had a best friend named Rachel. They ended up being friends with Molly and Megan, who are very popular. And then Zoe is saying like, oh, you know, they made me kill my best friend. Okay, we go to court. They stabbed the girl 52 times. It ain't like 1 time, 3 times. No, they stabbed her 52 times. And the girls are basically saying that Zoe made them do it. Okay. Laura don't believe that the girl is telling the truth, and Connor feels bad for her because he basically is saying that that's what Annalise did to them, like brainwashed them to do whatever she said after they killed Sam. And Laura didn't buy it. Anyway, Zoe's phone got missing. Laura, she's a good thief. She always stealing stuff. She stole her phone. She didn't buy it. And she talked to her 15-year-old cousin that realized there's an app that you can have on your phone to hide stuff from your parents. And there was a video that the three girls were talking after they killed Rachel. And Zoe was all like, ooh, you know, making fun of how she was. And was like, I want to kill my teacher because she gave me a C. They show it to Annalise. Annalise shows it to the parents. The parents like, get rid of it. You don't think that your child is psycho? Like, I get it's your child and you want to protect, but your child is a psycho. So shouldn't you kind of like, I don't know, be like, she need to go to jail. Connor didn't like it. Annalise like, you know, this is our client. We got to do what the client says. They go to court. One of the girls is put on trial. And then they find out the video. Because Annalise had told Frank to get rid of all copies of the video. They have the video. Then we see the video, and then Annalise cross-examines the girl and is like, you know, why did y'all do it, and tried to put it on her. And she's like, we did not like Zoe. We liked it, her friend Rachel. And Zoe went psycho and was like, you next, bitch, you're next, you're next. I was like, whoa. So she just told on herself. And Annalise put it together that Connor had slipped the tape to the prosecutor, and it's like, oh, oh, don't you mess with my cases. And then, you know, in season 1, Laura had told Connor that, you know, basically Frank had took care of his truck, but actually he didn't. I don't know if she was bluffing on that, but then Connor's like, ooh, thought about it. So that is what happened with that. So he better watch himself. Michaela, why Wes, Connor, and Laura were working on the case of the week because Asher called in sick. Michaela was prepping Caleb and Catherine to take stand, which Annalise don't really want them to take the stand. She wanted her to see if they were sleeping together. And then Michaela had boobs, so she felt like she could sit here and, you know, find out some information from Caleb. And then Michaela started liking Caleb. And and so Catherine basically finally confessed and said that she's a virgin. So Caleb and her can't be together because she's a virgin. They go to the doctor and they have proof now that she's a virgin, and that's not true. Okay? And then also Wes finds out that Levi and Michaela are still messing around, even though he told him not to mess with her, but they still messing around. Asher called in sick, and so he was basically with his dad to make a deal with Sinclair, so he's going to testify about Annalise. I don't know what he can say. All it is hearsay because he doesn't know anything. He's not in any inner circle, so he don't know. All he can just say is they were acting funny. I didn't see him that night, and you know, the trophy went missing, and they're whispering. I mean, you really can't say anything. Bunny used Frank's friend to locate him. I swear, like, I understand that she's trying to figure out what's going on with him, but she's kind of low-key creepy and stalkish. And so she finds him in the parking deck with Sinclair and her dad, his dad, and it's like, why did you do this? And Asher thinks that Annalise killed her husband as well, and then Bunny confessed and said that she killed Sam. She be taking for the team for Annalise, and I wish she'd just slap Annalise or something because she just be taking it for Annalise no matter what. Annalise is so unappreciative. I don't know how that's going to go now that Asher has to testify. And then let's talk about current situation. Okay, the police has arrived. The medics have arrived. They take Annalise to the hospital. She looked like she went flatline, but I don't know if she did. Nate's like, I can help y'all. I do this for a living, basically, and I know when they were in the car, Michaela gets a call, and she's like, everything's okay. They get in front of they stop, and then Michaela's supposed to be on and tell whatever lies or play the role. She goes to her apartment, and Caleb's there, and she's like, everything's okay. So I don't know who he shot or what happened or who did what, but it is getting interesting. Subscribe to this page, leave a comment, and follow me on Instagram and Twitter, and we will see more clues next week.